launches himself down through the darkness. Oh! Can't stick the lunar landing. So close. He just left a second too early and skids off the side of the platform.
The sling shock, a perfect fit for Mad Dogs and Englishmen. Matt standing in there at the ready.
Here's the countdown. Let the slinging begin.
The bad Englishman rocketing up the launch ramp, picking up speed with every yard. Be off with you. Talk about a transatlantic crossing. Let's take another look at that one.
His expression, equal parts fear and concentration, as the sling shock just sends him cartwheeling into the wipeout zone water.
And now he'll channel his energy to throw-tissery.
Making his move.
Not much. Real trouble. Into the drink he goes.
Yeah, the spinning motion, the heat from the flames, those water cannon blasts, all too much to overcome.
Well, John, as long as he wants to stick with it, we are gonna let him.
Right back into the fires of the throw-tissery.
Takes off, definitely going from beam to beam.
He just throws himself to the other side.
Getting tossed around a bit as he waits for that exit opening.
Manages to hold on to his balance, and he is lowered out of the pressure cooker.
From throw-tissery to the moon. Matt the Bad Englishman off to the dark side of the moon. Can't focus on a time to beat here, just needs to keep pushing forward, get through the course fast as he possibly can, and then hope it's good enough.
Steps out onto that planetary ring.
2 sets of sweeper bars to deal with here before you get to the real challenge of the ladder and slide.
Making his way to the top now. He's got a limited view up there, so timing is the tricky part. He launches himself down through the darkness. Oh! Can't stick the lunar landing. So close. He just left a second too early and skids off the side of the platform.
And by mistiming his slide by that second, it cost him almost 5 minutes of swim time, but he's still out there grinding.
Yeah, he's got to stay focused here. A lot of course left in front of him.
His time approaching 11 minutes, but to Matt, that's got to feel like forever.
Very true, but to win the money, you don't have to be the fastest ever. You just have to be the fastest of the night. If he lands this attempt, he is right back in business.
Bingo!
So the bad Englishman can leave the orbit of the dark moon and turn his sights to Twisted Falls. Here he goes onto the trampoline.
Oh! Takes a flying leap and gets nothing but blade. You know, it's been a second attempt, Eddie, so far.
Finish platform 2 jumps away now.
Drops down onto the trampoline and makes a second hop to safety.
Clock still ticking. One more jump to the finish.
Through the water again, bounding to the finish platform, finally stopping the clock at 15:22.
You cannot keep a bad Englishman down!
Higher, pinker. Loving it.
Whoa.
Straight out and straight down.
In he goes, but it is going to take a lot more than the sling shock to keep this guy down.
Yeah, I think I can.
His attitude is unmatched, Johnny. The ability, though occasionally suspect, in action on throw-tissery.
Getting to his feet now, taking off immediately across the planks. He just smoked our smoker.
Went down at the end, but had already cleared the trouble. Exit time now.
Oh, got a piece of the platform, not enough.
Incredible first attempt, cut short by a careless mistake.
Come on! Read it!
Well, his volume is good. Starting again so he can fix the ending.
Diving back in with his usual flair.
5-minute mark, which keeps him pretty much even with Bad Englishman's pace.
Venturing out through the oven, making short work of it.
Just has to manage getting out of it better this time.
Oh, another sloppy drop, but he hangs on.
What a save. Stays alive and lively.
He might want to conserve a little bit of that energy for the next obstacle.
Keep there, just stay there for 20 minutes.
You know, John, Dark Side of the Moon was my favorite Pinkistador Floyd album.
Mine too. Hope he stays out of the Roger Waters.
No! Taking a few lumps from the sweeper. Gonna get out unscathed, though, time-wise. Once he gets up that ladder, he has to contend with that blind slide down and through the moon.
Concentrating on timing it just right here.
Pushes. Couldn't have been more wrong. Man landed in Omaha.
Nerves might have gotten the better of him, Johnny. His time took another big hit with that swim. He can't afford many more mistakes out there, but this guy has been such a tremendous competitor. Certainly not counting him out just yet.
Nope, reaching the zenith of the moon, 239,000 miles from Earth, give or take 40 feet.
This slide is crucial if he has any chance at the cash.
Oh, as good as it
Wow.
gets. Pinkistador's back in the game.
That guy is tickled pink out there. Listen to him.
Well, 50 grand will keep the go in your giddy up.
Twisted Falls now, the only thing standing between him and the lead.
Leaps onto the first tramp and dials it back a bit here.
He really wants this.
Oh, but he loses a head-to-head battle with the platform.
Yeah, he times it right through the sweeper. Just not enough bounce to get the job done.
We'll back up for his next attempt. Oh, so far so good.
Clock still ticking.
So is Pinkistador. This one for the lead. Show us. Oh, no, he got nothing. That is a big miss.
Yeah, I think he might have run out of steam, Johnny. Just kind of threw himself at that jump. Not even close.
And the horn says it so.
So the bad Englishman's time has withstood one challenger. Next,
Bring it upset.
off he goes on his one-way journey up the ramp, about to get the blow-dry of his life. And into the bowl for a rinse. Slingshot pushing our main man to the limit, sending him tumbling into the waters below.
He's now out of that water and ready for a heat treatment and throtisserie.
The bad Englishman set a time that's certainly beatable.
Don't know if he is working on a strategy or just stalling here, Johnny. Oh, trapped doored by the entrance.
Yeah, he is so focused on the task in front of him, he doesn't notice the giant hole below him.
So everything starts over except his time. 10 minutes remaining. Everybody crashed and burned on throtisserie at least once tonight, so no shame here. Still something off, though, in that hot roller. I don't know if he's worried about where he is.
It's too fast.
He needs to be worried about where he's going.
Moving out across the planks now, but all that studying may be paying off, yes!
He's made it to the other side. Now we got a fair fight. Watch him get out and get... Oh, no way!
Wow.
He's dug the hole even deeper.
Clearly wasn't expecting that platform to drop.
So a second wipeout on this obstacle is really putting him behind the 8-ball. It's decidedly so.
He's the only contestant to wipe out twice here, leaving himself precious little time to work with on the rest of the course.
You're too kind, Johnny. It's like this. He messes up again, it's over.
Dropping through, but he's okay.
He did it. He did it. Made it. Now he might be in trouble.
Dark side of the moon next.
This is definitely not the obstacle you want to be facing if you're looking to make up time. Dark side of the moon is the most difficult obstacle in the zone.
Skirts past the sweepers, and now it is up the ladder.
Oh my gosh.
So hard to do as he slides into that darkness. And look at that, he got it on his first attempt.
What a turnaround. From despair at throtisserie to exhilaration as our main man heads to Twisted Falls, still has a shot.
Jumps onto the first tramp.
Oh, God.
Wow,
big
rough landing, but hangs on to it.
The main man showing sheer determination here. He's on the tramp. He wants to be swimming in cash, not water next.
Probably doesn't have time for a second attempt anymore.
So much on the line for both men, but only one can keep it. The jump. He's got it.
I did it.
Unbelievable. He stops the clock with time to spare.
You just won $50,000. You won what?